Going on, guys? Good afternoon. This is Crazy Faith, the Son of God. Just want to give you guys some value today. Start up the early afternoon, and just give you guys some value. So pretty much, you never want to give anyone too much power. I think I should call this video the power of self, right? You don't want to give anyone too much power at the end of the day. Um, on just you. Like you don't want to give anyone too much power, right? So it's just like people will try to control you, right? And you don't want to give them that power. Like why? Like you can't control me. You didn't create me. You're not God. Like what? Don't ever give anyone too much power, right? Remember, whatever happens on the outside stays on the outside. Don't bring the outside on the internal, right? Because that's where once it gets inside of you is where it gets crazy. It's where it gets, to become a problem. And you don't ever want to let a problem escalate to the inner world because once it gets in the inner world, it can be very dangerous, right? So you want to be able to pivot and really diffuse that problem on the outside, right? When people try to control you, it's either you confront them or you separate yourself from them, right? And you do it humbly and respectfully because remember, how you determine your conflicts, how you handle your conflicts, how you problem solve your conflicts determines if you become king or not. Problems is going to happen no matter what, right? But it's how we take care of those problems. It's how we react to those problems. Are we going to deal with it in a humbly and respectfully manner? Are we going to do it like that? Or are we going to get crazy and ignorant? Right? It's two ways to deal with it, right? So we always want to make sure that we're humbling ourselves respectfully and humbly and confronting the problems. Even Jesus had no problem with getting confrontational, with dealing with conflicts. He didn't mind it. He had to, it's going to come a time where you have to deal with problems and conflicts and confront these people, right? But you have to do it humbly and respectfully, right? And how you handle your problems is going to determine if you become king or not. So just want to remind you guys, don't give anyone too much control. You either confront them, but don't feed into the chaos. You either confront them, don't lower yourself down to their standards. Because remember, the people that are trying to control you are pretty much trying to control you. So they're trying to bring you down to their level, right? So you might be up here and then they want you to come down here because they feel uncomfortable. But no, you don't create me. I'm not here for your comfort. I'm not here for that. God didn't create me to make you comfortable. You feel me? God created me to be my highest version. If you feel uncomfortable, that's your problem. That's your problem. You have to put some work in or change something about you. It has nothing to do with you, right? It has something to do with them and their growth and their insecurities and how you making them feel small. It's not my problem because you're shining and you're spreading your light and you're vibrating high. If they can't measure up to that, distance yourself, cut them off, love them from a distance. That's it. There's nothing else more to it. But you don't let them control you, right? You don't let them control you. Only God controls you because God created you. He gave you life. He gave you breath. Nobody else did, you know? So when it comes to self mastery, you always want to respond rather than react, you know? And God is just testing you to see how you're dealing with problems. How you gonna deal with it? It's gonna have problems all the time. How are you gonna deal with your problems? Are you gonna take the same route? Or are you gonna take the more humbly positive king route? Right? how you handle conflicts determines if you become king or not. And God will keep putting you in situations to see if you pass the test, right? One thing I ask God, God, give me the strength, the wisdom to pass the test, because if I don't pass the test, you're gonna send it back again, and then I gotta get it right. So, and it's all for growth. It's all growth. He wants to see you grow. It's not. Don't get mad about the problem. Don't get mad at what happens. He wants to see you grow. He wants to see you grow through the conflict, right? So he could bless you. So you could grow. So he could bless you, and your character could come up higher if you really want to become king. You know, it's a journey. We all in it together, and we just gotta keep going forward and mastering ourselves, mastering our emotions, dealing with problems in a different manner. You know, it's a beautiful day today. It's a beautiful day today, right? So shout out to God for allowing me to spit some value to you guys and to be able to look at life from a different perspective. Because once you start changing your perspective, you start allowing yourself to grow and change. But if you're looking through that same perspective and dealing with problems the same way, it's hard to grow. It's hard to grow. You know, the greatest version is within you. You have true riches within you. You have treasures of riches within you that you got to develop, right? You don't want to let the outside problems and the outside world get in the internal world. The internal world is way, way, way more powerful than our external world. Why? Because you got God within you, the kingdom of God. Let that rain. Let it rain. Let it rain. Let it rain over the world, right? You always want to put God over this whole world, right? Put God over this whole world and let it rain. You know what I'm saying? He created you. This world didn't create you. Nothing but love. I hope you guys enjoyed this day. Let's go.